Hey students, during Beowulf's time, the world looked very different, and that makes sense since his time period was 1,000 years ago, over 1,000 years ago, a long time ago. Anyway, what this basically is showing you is the ancient Scandinavian world. This is the place that Beowulf and his thanes and his tribe inhabited. And this is what is modern day Sweden, Norway, and Germany, this area of the world. If you'll look, this is where Sweden and Norway are and Finland, that sort of thing. Down here to the south, you'll see this is where the Jutes, the Angles, and the Saxons are from, which is what is now modern day Germany. In the middle is what is now modern day Denmark. Okay, and this is where the Danes lived. Back in the day, there was a king named Hrothgar. He was having issues with a big, fat, ugly beast with big claws and big teeth named Grendel. Okay, I'm just telling you the story here, okay? Yes, heroes are established according to the victor. We know that. But let's just focus for now on Beowulf and what his story is about. Okay, these are a Viking tribal type people that Beowulf is based on. So Beowulf comes from this place known as Gaelthland, or the home of the Geats. Okay, and if you'll see right here, south, is where Hrothgar lived. Okay, this is how the story comes to pass. Beowulf's father kills a man, and back then in Beowulf's culture and in all of the cultures of these different tribes, you had to pay what was called a blood debt. It was known as Wergild, Wergild. Wergild was a blood debt that Beowulf's father had to pay because he had killed a man in battle. And when you kill a man in battle, you are supposed to help pay for the expenses of that family, whatever price that man was worth, so that that family can live without him. They can live on. Beowulf's father was unable to do this for whatever reason. He could not pay the debt back to them. And as a result, they had to flee. So they fled. They fled from their home here south across the narrow sea to Hrothgar's kingdom. And Hrothgar is king of the Danes. The Danes had a hall called Heorot Hall, which is a mead hall that Hrothgar built for his thanes. Every tribe had one, just about. If they were wealthy enough, they had a mead hall. It was the place where stories were told, where when people were hungry, they sat down and they had meals. The thanes and the main people really were the ones who got to partake of the mead hall. So anyway, they moved there, and then Beowulf, he grows up, and when he grows up, he goes back across the narrow sea for whatever reason, waits until he's older, and then he becomes a thane as well under another king. That king and a bunch of other people start hearing rumors about Hrothgar having trouble. He's having trouble with Grendel, and Grendel being the big ugly beast that he is. Beowulf's thinking, I owe Hrothgar a solid. So I need to go back across the narrow sea, and I need to help him out some. So he decides to come back over across the ocean, or across the sea, not ocean, across the sea, and help Hrothgar. And that is where our story begins. If you've got any questions, please contact me. I will be more than happy to answer them. Thank you.